Shalom. Kala Layam, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yoshai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Church of Great Millstone who teach me this truth that the so-called Negro natives of the New World, Latin tribes, are the Israelites of the Bible. What I say, Yasharala. To the brothers who are also doing this work, I salute you. Shalom. This is your brother Panaya. So I was watching these videos. I won't play them, I'll just show you the title. So this is one. And this is the next one. Okay. Yeah. Injecting melanin in your skin. Okay. That's what they're doing now. That's the latest fad. They are injecting melanin in their skin because the heat wave is taking them and messing them up. Okay. They are drinking it, they are injecting it. So they hate us, but yet they want to be us. How does that make sense? It's just crazy, you know? Anti-blackness. We are the most hated of peoples in the earth. But yet, the ones who do the most harm are looked upon as the light of the world. So it's telling you right away that this world is in darkness. So the people have no proper judgment. Job 9 and 24, you know? Yeah. I'm telling you. The harmful acts they have committed: steal, kill, rape. Yeah. And they haven't paid for it yet. They are still running this earth. Yeah. Yet you follow after a religion which the Most High does not deal with. He does not deal with organizations that are in the earth. Remember, the Most High deals with nations. That's it. Nations, not organizations that man built up. So I'll read the first one. That's Malachi 4 and 4. I'll do NLT. Remember to obey the law of Moses, my servant, all the decrees and regulations that I give him on Mount Sinai for all Israel. You hear that? From the beginning of this book in Genesis, it's all Israel. The sons of God were Israelites. That's for another lesson. And it goes to Revelation, where the woman with 12 stars That's Israel again. You understand? Yeah, that's Israel. If you go to Genesis, is it 39, 37 or 39? Where Joseph had the dream. That's where you find that precept. At least one precept. Anyway. So the law was never done away with, as some would have it. We cannot keep the old law, so we have to rehearse the righteous act. We are in captivity. Okay? Yes, we are in slavery. We own nothing. Okay? Remember that. Look, I am sending you the prophet Elijah before the great and dreadful day of Yahweh arrives. His preaching will turn the hearts of fathers to their children, and the hearts of children to their fathers. Otherwise, I will come and strike the land with a curse. So we believe in the spirit, great millstone, that Elijah came in 1969, because we believe also in regeneration of the spirit. You are regenerated in the earth every 3 or 4 generations. Yeah. So we know that will be a pill too hard to swallow for some people, but it is what it is. That's why the Messiah made a statement that John the Baptist was Elisha. So you do multiple times on this in this earth. You are like the water vapor that goes up and you come down. That's the most high creation. Yahweh Hashem Yoshai's creation. That's what it does. That's what he does. He does what he wills. So yes, you live more than once on this earth. Some, you come back in your lot. You come back for destruction at times. So sometimes you see a 1-year-old will die. An awful death. That was judgment. Okay? Alright. So this is talking about us. Him coming back and giving us this word so we can live again. Okay? And this drives you into Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37. I'll start at 1. Yahweh took hold of me, and I was carried away with the spirit of Yahweh to a valley filled with bones. He led me all around amongst the bones that covered the valley floor. They were scattered everywhere across the ground and were completely dried out. Then he asked me, Son of man, can these bones become living people again? Oh, sovereign Yahweh, I reply, you alone know the answer to that. Then he said to me, speak a prophetic message to these bones and say, dry bones, listen to the word of Yahweh. This is what Yahweh says. Look, I am going to put breath in you and make you live again. And I will put flesh and muscles on you and cover you with skin. I will put breath in you and you will come to life. Then you will know that I am Yahweh. So I spoke this message just as he told me. Suddenly as I spoke, there was a rattling noise all across the valley. the bones of each body came together and all attached themselves as complete skeletons. So this is going into the breath of life, okay? And this is going to, this word is what washes you and make you clean. This word was spoken, and everything came to life. And it's that the word is spoken, you take it, the word on, you understand, and things start being attached. You start becoming whole again, and then you start feeling anxious and a nauseous feeling in your stomach when you look around with new eyes and see that this place is shit. You understand? This whole world is in shit, and you are in hell. Then as I watch, muscles and flesh form over the bones, then skin form to cover the bodies, but they still had no breath. Then he said to me, speak a prophetic message to the wind. Son of man, speak a prophetic message and say this. This is what Yahweh says. Come, O breath from the four winds, breathe into these dead bodies so they may live again. So I spoke the message as he commanded me, and breath came into their bodies. They all came to life and stood up on their feet, a great army. Then he said to me, Son of man, these bones represent the people of Israel. They are saying, we have become old, dry bones. All hope is gone. Our nation is finished. Therefore prophesy to them and say, this is what Yahweh says, O my people, I will open your graves of exile and cause you to rise again. Then I will bring you back to the land of Israel. When this happens, O my people, you will know that I am Yahweh. I will put my spirit in you, and you will live again and return home to your own land. Then you will know that I, Yahweh, have spoken, and I have done what I said. Yes, Yahweh has spoken. Again, a message came to me from Yahweh. Son of man, take a piece of wood and carve on it these words. This represents Judah and its allied tribes. Then take another piece and carve this wood on it. This represents Ephraim and the northern tribes of Yasharal or Israel. So that's the sign we carry around, okay? To unite the tribes. But only the elect. Remember, from the beginning, there was an election. The elect were chosen by Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. And he knows who they are. You understand? He knows who they are. So we only can try to be of the elect by rehearsing the righteous act and not crucifying Yahushua over and over again. Okay? So Revelation 11 and 11 goes also into this. It connects this as well. Revelation 11. And I will start at 8. The two witness. This is about the two witness. We know that Elisha and Moses represent on a lower scale, but it's really talking about Israel and Judah. They are the witness who knows in Isaiah, is it 45? Where it says, they know that he is the power. Okay? And their bodies, I should have started at 7. Yes, 7. When they complete their testimony, the beast that comes up out of the bottomless pit will declare war against them, and he will conquer them and kill them. And their bodies will lie in the main street of Jerusalem, the city that is figuratively called Sodom and Egypt, the city where their Yahushua was crucified. And for thee, and for 3.5 days, all peoples and tribes, languages, and nations will stare at their bodies. No one will be allowed to bury them. All the people who belong to this world will gloat over them and give present to each other to celebrate the death of the 2 prophets who had tormented them. But after 3.5 days, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua breathed life into them, and they stood up. Terror struck all who were staring at them. That's what is happening right now. Okay? Life is going into us as we read these words. And they are scared because they have destroyed history to hide us. Psalms 83 tell you about the nations that did this. Then a loud voice from heaven called to the 2 prophets, "Come up here." And they rose to heaven in a cloud as their enemies watched. So that's where the chariots come in before this place is destroyed. The cloud is a chariot. So the 144, the elect plus the elect, the other elect from the great multitude from the other nation, yes, will be taken up out of this place before it is wasted. Job 33:4. For the Spirit of Yahweh has made me, and the breath of the Almighty gives me life. So that's going into Ezekiel and into Revelation. You understand? The breath of the Almighty gives me life. Answer me if you can. Make your case and take your stand. Yeah. Look, you and I both belong to Yahweh. I too was formed from clay, so you don't need to be afraid of me. I won't come down hard on you. You have spoken in my hearing, and I have heard your words, your very words. You said, I am pure, I am without sin, I am innocent, I have no guilt. Really? Yahweh is picking a quarrel with me, and he considered me his enemy. He put my feet in the stocks and watches my every move. But you are wrong, and I will show you why. For Yahweh is greater than human being. So why are you bringing a charge against him? Why say he does not respond to people's complaints? For Yahweh speak again and again. Though people do not recognize it. He speaks in dreams, in visions of the night, when deep sleep falls on people, as they lie in their beds. He whispers in their ears and terrifies with warning. And he also speaks through his prophets. Understand? He speaks through his prophets to you. So it's up to you to hear or forbear. There will be no, you cannot say you did not hear when you heard. Psalms 19 and 7. Psalms. Okay, so this is going into the instructions of Yahweh are perfect, reviving the soul. The decrees of Yahweh are trustworthy, making wise the simple. So once you take this word on, you become wise. Once you eat the roll, the commandments of Yahweh are right, bringing joy to the heart. The commandments of Yahweh are clear, giving insight for living. So it gives us instruction into how we should live. Reverence for Yahweh is pure, lasting forever. The laws of Yahweh are true, each one is fair. They are more desirable than gold, even finest gold. They are sweeter than honey. Honey dripping from the cone. Yeah. Oh, yes. Wisdom of Solomon 1. Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Yes. So if you are of the elect, you have to love righteousness. Think of Adonai with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek him. For he will be found of them that tempt him not. So do not sin. And show himself to such as do not distrust him. For forward thoughts separate from Alahayam and its power. When it is tried, reprove the unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject to sin. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit and remove from thoughts that are without understanding, and will not abide when unrighteousness cometh in. So it cannot dwell in anything that is unclean. Okay? The spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai. No, it cannot. For wisdom is a loving spirit, and will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For Yahweh is witness of his reigns, and a true beholder of his heart, which is his mind, and a hearer of his tongue. For the spirit of Adonai fill the world, and that which containeth all things art knowledge of the voice. Therefore he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hidden, neither shall vengeance when it is punished by him. Pass by him. (15) For righteousness is immortal. Yeah? So you seek to feed from the vine of Yahushai. You understand? Yeah. Feed. So you stay under his protection. Because immortality is what we seek. New bodies. These decrepit flesh that breaks down. We want out of it. So we sin no more. Because this body is sinful. So I have two more scriptures. Matthew 24 and 7. And Matthew 24 and 7. Matthew 24 and 7. Once again, it shows nations, right? Nations will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. So that is happening right now. But all this is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come. Oh boy. Yeah. Please. Then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated of all the world because you are my followers. I'll go into this one, will show you more. I'll read 9 in the KJV. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So our nation is the most hated nation. You understand? That's why they call us all kind of names. We have been scattered to the four winds, you know. Yeah, we have been scattered. The northern kingdom was over here, but they came for the 1/3 of the tribes. When they came for Judah, Benjamin, and Levi in West Africa. Yeah. And some was also in Europe too. They were deported to the New World. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. Right now, there are many false prophets who are risen, because they're speaking about another Jesus. They are speaking about Caesar Borgia. That's the image of their Christ. The Pope set up his son as Christ. Okay? And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, as Christians say, you are saved. No, you are not saved. You are not saved. In the end will you be saved. You will be saved when you are taken up into the chariots. That's when you are saved from your enemies and the destruction that is coming. Revelation 18 and 6. So this is it. This is what is promised to you. Okay? Reward her even as she reward you. As she rewarded you. And double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. So you see, it goes into who took us into slavery will be taken into slavery. And the cup will be double. The amount that you give us, it will be double by Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. You will get it double. Okay? This is not our words. This is promised. And we pray for it to be fulfilled. With that I give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yoshai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Shalom.